How do you know if you're on track to a successful retirement? Especially if you're in your late 30s, early 40s, how in the world are you going to know whether you're on track or not? Well, folks, welcome to our channel. That's what we do on this channel. We create spreadsheets to run numbers for you. What we do is project ahead what you might have. We use returns for the last 100 years, and we simply project ahead what similar returns might do for you in the future. Let's go ahead and run some numbers. Let's say somebody's 42 years old, been able to save up $135,000. They can save $350 a month, and they increase that by 3% a year. Figure they need $5,500 in expenses, and we're going to see how much they're going to get for Social Security. How in the world do you know that? We can go to SS, Social Security Quick Calculator. This comes up, Social Security Quick Calculator. Type that in the search engine, type in your birth date, type in your current earnings, click on today's dollars. It'll actually give you how much you're going to get at age 67. So that's what we're going to do is type this in there. Say, for example, there's somebody went in there and they're going to get $2,000 from Social Security. Now, this shows us right here, using the data for the last 100 years for the S&P 500, how often you would have run out of money and looking forward to what might happen in the future. In the worst case scenario in the last 100 years, you would run out of money in 15 years. The second worst, you'd run out of money in 16 years. Third worst, 18 years, and so on. The 10th worst, meaning 90% of the time you're fine, but there's 10 times in the last 100 years you'd run out of money in 26 years. What we're going to do is actually show you a comparison here for each of these different ages. So this shows you 42, $135,350 a month, increasing that by 3% a year, getting 2,000, expected expenses of 5,500, and this is what we just saw right here, running out of money in 15, 16, 18. And that's exactly what we see right here, 15, 16, 18. Now, that's if you go at age 62. Again, you're at age 42. That's 20 years. You want to go out the earliest you can. You're going to be in a situation in the worst case scenario where you run out of money. Now, you wait till age 63. Then in the worst case scenario, your money will last 23 years. The second worst, 27. The third worst, 27. This is the one I always like to look at. This is 90% of the time. This is what you would have left in the 10th worst situation, 26 years. Now, I want you to notice if you take go at age 65, even in the worst case scenario, your money's going to last you over 40 years. But let's go and update this. Let's say, for example, you want to go at age 44. All these numbers are going to change because you have 2 less years for these numbers to grow. Let's go and update this. We're always trying to create spreadsheets and change things to run all different kinds of variables. All we did is change from age 44 to 42 to 44. And now look at how many more times you'll be running out of money in these shorter periods of time. Again, this is the first, second, and third worst in the last 100 years. So I always like to look at this column right here. Still in the 10th worst time in the last 100 years. If you tried to retire at age 64, you'd run out of money in 31 years, which is not bad if you're 64 years old. That gets you to age 95. All these other scenarios, you would not run out of money. Let's just go one more situation here where you're going out at age 46. It's going to make these numbers less. I'm going to compare this. Now you can see in the 10th worst situation, if you want to go out at age 65, you would be out of money in 21 years. Again, we're using the numbers for the last 100 years. If you want to go out at age 64, it's kind of getting iffy. Going out at age 64, running out of money in 14 years. Again, 90% of the time you'd be better than this, but 10% of the time, 10 times in the last 100 years, you'd be running out of money in 14 years. See the difference between going out at age 42 and 46? Just to be reminded again, what was age 42? That was 15, 16. Let's go ahead and catch it. Then you're going out at age 63. Your money's not going to run out 90% of the time. 10th worst time, at age 62, you'd be running out of money at 26 years. But folks, that's what we do in this channel. We love to set up different spreadsheets just to show you what you might have. Again, otherwise, there's no way you're going to know if you're on track for a successful, except for using some general rule that somebody comes with, how many times your salary. I like to actually run numbers to show you where you might be given these different numbers. Let's just do one more thing. Let's say, for example, you had a little bit more saved up. Say you have 200,000 saved up, but you're also 48 years old. Now we got 5, 6, 7, and 10. We need to update this. There's the 5, 6, 7, and 10. So it looks like in this case, if you had a little bit older, you had 48, maybe you had a little bit more saved up. But looks like you might want to go to at least age 65, because then 30, in the last 100 years, 90% of the time, your money would last at least 33 years. But if you had one of the worst case scenarios and you wanted to go out at age 62, you'd be out of money in 10 years. But folks, that's what we do in this channel. We simply create spreadsheets to show you where you might be in the future. Please consider subscribing to this channel. Tell others about this channel. We run all kinds of different numbers, create all kinds of different spreadsheets showing you both the accumulation stage, what you might have, and the withdrawal stage. We look at all these different concepts that you really need to understand. Again, how in the world are you going to know if you've saved enough without running some numbers? So that's what we do on this channel. Please consider subscribing. Please like the video, and thanks so much for watching.